What's up, guys? How are y'all doing today? So check it. We're going to be watching The Story of One Sky, the actual music video of that, but we are doing a track breakdown of that. And let me explain to you guys kind of like what this is before we do get into it, because I'm sure there's some people that are going to be watching this that have never seen something like this. So let's check this out. Boom. This program is called Logic, and this is a recording software, right? So in this, I'm going to show you guys like what all we actually have here, and then we'll look at this together. So up top, this right here is actually the track of The Story of One Sky, everything mixed together. But then now we've broken it apart. We've got the vocals here, we've got drums, bass, guitar, piano, and then other. And other is normally synthesizers and different things like that. We'll break each part down and like listen to each part. This is a longer song, so we're maybe going to be looking more towards vocals, but we're going to find a lot of cool little things in there as well too. You'll see me use this, which solos the track. It means we're only going to be hearing just the vocals. You'll see me use the mute, which actually just mutes that one track. You can hear everything else. But we'll be doing those two things. So if you see me click on S, it's solo, meaning soloing the track. M means mute the track. And we're going to be looking through and seeing different little cool things that he's done vocally, as well as just in the music, and what all makes this song as powerful as it is. This is the first one I'm doing like this. If you guys do like this, let me know which other song of his you would like me to break down. And then we'll go from there. But in saying that, let's check this out together. And I'm not sure if this will be on YouTube or not, but if this ends up on YouTube, smash the sub button if you guys would like to support my channel. And then also, if you guys would like to watch these as well as participate in like polls that we're having for it and support my channel, there is a link to my Patreon in the description below. But for now, let's check this out. Freaking boom. So we're starting it kind of a little bit further in the music video because there is a lot of video and not really music there. Whoa. Like, first of all, listen to just how breathy his vocal track is right there, the starting of this. Can't believe what's happening at all. He breathes all the way through that, even towards the ending. That is crazy. And he breathes into it. Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. And that is the first line of this song, dude. We're in for it, man. The secret one that gave us life. Billions of hearts, billions of cells and souls and dreams. Let's check that part out really quick by itself. But I think you're hearing like this bass line here. They're very simple things that are happening in the actual music behind his voice. So, and that's kind of cool how they decided to put that bass not on every little thing there. Also, just so where you guys can hear what this thing is right here, I normally say this track is like the color of the song. It's like, I don't know, the theme. It's like how you would, if you didn't hear any lyrics at all, this track right here is normally what like they want you to feel, and how like musically it might be the chord progression, it might be the like where they're at, the key they're in or something like that, but they want you to feel whatever this is. So like it's normally a backing track, and this is the primary track in this. And it's really cool to be able to hear how soft that is. But anyways, let's check out this line right here of Dimash's, because I feel like this is really cool, and towards the ending it gets even better. Billions of cells and souls and dreams. You hear how like soft that is and broken that is? I feel like that's a lot of that, putting that emotion, the way he says and dreams. And dreams. It's like very, I would say like remorseful or sorrowful. There you go. Sorrow, not remorse. But it's like he's just, whenever he says and dreams, it's almost like he's crying for the dreams that won't come, you know? Dreams. That's wild. But all right.
radiance of lives shouldn't ever turn to senseless horror, so disembarked. Unfollowed, they should fall.
As a ruler, my task is to keep order and protect my country. But I don't deprive you of your freedom. The world is open for me, and I want to give it to you.
Man. I wonder if we'd be able to mute those things. I think so. Yeah, I think we can mute this track right here, maybe, and just more listen to just the vocals on this.
Can we balance all that of your
God, every little line he is putting the most into. I mean, like the vibrato right here. Right before here. The way he says the edge of. There's this little like trill at the end of it. Right there. Dude, I'm gonna nerd out to this. I don't even care. We might get like one person that likes this video with me, but I am gonna nerd out, okay? So from here on out, just brace yourselves, because I'm probably just gonna be like, wait, did y'all just hear this little tiny thing he did? Oh my God. But then like hearing that with the whole thing, listen to how he does so much that might get lost in the mix. And that's what I think is really cool about this, because the way that he said the edge, but like, it's so pretty whenever you hear it by itself, but then if you hear it with like all the other things, like this little bottom part right here and the piano, it might actually get swallowed up in the mix and you might not hear those nuances, but he still does them, and that's cool. No, it shows. He did a great job mixing this. I'm gonna mute that.
And bring it to the world. United, we will enter every city, every house. We will lead everyone who is ready to start a new life. Anyone who resists will not find a place next to us.
Really wish that they would have muted his other vocal part there, like the speaker in this music video.
United, we will enter every city, every house. We will lead everyone who is ready to start a new life. Anyone who resists will not find a place next to us.
I understand why he kept the vocal part in for the music video there, but like, I really wish they just had it with just his vocals, because the ad-libs that he's doing there are so pretty, man. I think a lot of these, yeah, that's just like...
War is the way to unite people.
I don't know if that's true. Oh my God. Oh God, I love this so much right here. It's so cool, dude. Listen to the way he does these like shifts right here towards the ending of this, like in this area. I love that. That is so cool. All right, right here, I do want to listen to this one vocal line, because there's these changes that happen in his voice. There's like these pitches that he goes into, and I refer it more like not his singing voice, but there's like a bleeding out of his like true vocal texture, right? Something that sets him aside. Like anybody that might be able to hit the same note that he's hitting, there's going to be like these, like his actual voice kind of breaking through that, and you can hear that in here a little bit. So we'll go to this, and then listen in here for these like little tone, like a tone shift.
Time is up, it's time to save the earth,
What? Oh God, that is so pretty.
Here is last chance. Can we balance all that you regret? Our future is impossible to save. So when all the crazy vibers falling, we decide to stop the training. We decide to follow their line. Here is last chance. Can we balance all that you regret? Our future is impossible to save. So when all the crazy vibers falling, we decide to stop the training. We make it final turn from wrong to right. Just our final
Oof.
turn from wrong to right. They are choosing right. We are choosing right.
All right, before we do go into that next part, there's a few things in here that I do want to listen to first. So like this.
Just our final turn from wrong to right. They are choosing love.
Did y'all hear the last chance going on in the background? I didn't.
They are choosing
I want to see if that you can actually.
wrong to right. They are choosing
It got buried underneath kind of this little area right here, in my opinion. Like you can hear it in there, but I never noticed that. And that's why I really like doing these type things, because you can end up hearing a lot of stuff that you didn't know was even in there. Like you probably subconsciously or like whatever heard that last chance part, but like maybe never even actually registered in your brain like that was what was happening there. And it's so cool to hear those things because it's like it just builds. It creates so much more emotion in that. And then this part right here is kind of where I'm really excited about.
We are choosing right.
Sheesh, that is just, it's eternal. That is beautiful. That is so pretty. That is inhuman. That is insane. Hold on. I don't even have a word for that. How? How is the word, I guess, for that? How, dude? What in the heck? Oh my God. I mean, what? That was so cool, dude. That is so beautiful. All right, really quick, only because I've been a nerd about this vocal stop from him for a long time, and I just want to hear this isolated. Oh, it's so low, dude. Is this supposed to be a heartbeat right here, I wonder? It is. It's a heartbeat. That's so cool. That looked like a heartbeat. Or maybe it's, I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a heartbeat, though. That's very cool. That is so low. My gosh. It's so guttural. Like, there's so much vocal fry that he puts in there. All these runs are beautiful. I love this so much. That shift is wild. Wow. Really quick, let's go back and listen to some of these things isolated and just listen to how much control he's got. I don't know how much of the backing stuff is this other or how much is actually in the vocal verse or in the vocal stem. Yeah, there's... Can I just say, like, what would you give for you to be in a church or cathedral and just Dimash and a choir singing and doing those notes? I would pay whatever I made to be able to hear that. That would be so cool. That's so pretty, man. So pretty. Ooh. Okay, listen, we gotta go back and listen to this. Just oh, God. That is so beautiful, man. We need to skip forward a little bit because there's a lot of this. Yeah. All right, here we go. We're going to start it back right here. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow. Ooh. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever just gotten like teary-eyed from doing a track breakdown before, but his vocal performance there is like insanely beautiful. Oh my God. So right here, actually, I gotta separate emotions because, like, God, dude, my eyes. Oh, okay, hold on. We're gonna be good. Okay. I think the reason this one hits me so hard, by the way, and I don't know about anybody else, but I think the reason that this song like gets me so much is because it's like such a beautiful message that I feel like the world definitely needs to hear that message, and him saying like we're choosing life, but the way that he's screaming it here, like he just builds through the entire song, but the way that he's screaming it at the end, it's like the most desperate message that he could possibly like be saying, and there's so much emotion into it, and like being able to hear it like this, just his voice, it's really like on full display that this is if there was a thing that he wanted to be like his life's work or like his message to the world, and he could only have one, it feels like in this track that's all that he's putting in this. So this is like his everything being screamed out, saying we're choosing life, we're gonna stop this, like, and I think that's why it hits me every time I hear this so much. But anyways, here we go. By the way, that part right there, you hear how his voice dips down. The reason it does that, they had to put compression on his voice because he over screamed that. Like, I don't mean in a bad way. I mean that you hear the distortion and breakup in his voice. It was too loud for his microphone, so they had to compress his voice right there. That happened again, dang. So everybody already knows how difficult this is, right? Everybody, I think, here knows how difficult that is to do. But do you understand how hard it is to go from raspy vocal fry into that? This whole run right here is like... probably one of the most insane things in the history of the world. Okay, and so from there, there's really no other... That was insane. That was definitely a thing that we all just went through probably. I want to hear some of these things really quick and just hear them by themselves, like this guitar part. Wow. What the heck? Did y'all know that Dimash was metal? Because maybe that's why I like this so much. Holy crap, besides just his insane voice, that is a metal guitar and drum beat. That is metal. And then the ending here. Dude, what in the heck? I wonder, hold on. That is insane. How did I never know how metal this was? Because they put piano and then whatever this is. if you like turn that guitar up. That is so cool. Turns out Dimash is metal. Okay, I don't know if anybody else knows that, but what the heck? I had no idea. Oh, what a wild one. So anyways, listen, I'm going to be doing this to literally any Dimash song that you guys want me to do next. That was so freaking cool to be able to hear that. And like, I've done a couple of these track breakdowns for other artists. And it's always really cool whenever we discover something that's like completely unexpected in the song and like completely different from what the actual vibe of the song is. Like that dun 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 dun. Like I never would have thought that that was actually in the track for where he's singing "We're Choosing Life." Because for me, as a vocalist, or just as a person listening to music, I don't know why, but for myself personally, I listen to the lyrics that are being said to me over everything else. So being able to separate the guitar tracks from the person that's speaking to me, it really helps me actually appreciate each track individually and be like, this is what's happening here. And then finding how it actually I was about to say accomplice, but no, how it actually accompanies the vocal parts and how it accents those and how it really brings them out. And so it's really cool to be able to hear it on this scale too, because like one of my favorite Dimash songs, we'll probably do SOS or something along those lines pretty soon as well too. Maybe even like, I don't know, Fire or something like that as well. And I can break the vocal tracks into separate backing and master tracks. So we can do that as well too. But either way, thank you all very much. Please let everybody know we're doing this. And then also last thing, my mom keeps on constantly asking me if I'm going to be going to see Dimash. I believe it's later on in the year I'm trying to think exactly where it is. But if you guys know how to get tickets for his upcoming shows that he's doing at the end of the year, please let me know. I would definitely be interested in going to them if able to. But anyways, love you all to death. If you need anything at all, message me. I'll catch y'all then. Freaking toodles. Bye.